Hello, hello. I hope you like that song. I was just kind of grooving to it, and it's like, oh, I guess I need to turn on my picture. So I hope everybody is doing well. And I see Cassie is here. Hey, Cassie, good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everything is going well for you, girl. Every time I see you on Facebook, it seems like you are posting all the time, and you are a busy lady. So, which is really good. It keeps you out of trouble, I think. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not been a part of the show before, welcome to Spiritual Knowledge Show. Hey, Connor, how are you? I am doing fantastic. So what we do during this show is we take some type, and people will tell me what they want me to talk about, and we'll talk about something in the spiritual realm. There's so many things that we can talk about. Last week we talked about, and I love how Connor says hi to everyone. It's so sweet. So, and last week what we did is we talked about spirit art and how you get messages from spirit. And I thought we need to talk about channeling. So what I did is I did a lot of research, and it's interesting. There's not as many videos on YouTube about it as you would think, or things that you can research. So a lot of people really don't talk about it. So if I cover something and you know something else, let me know, because this is interactive. This is not just me talking, but I want you to also tell me what you know about this. Hey, Kate, how are you doing, my dear? I hope you're doing well. I saw your picture. You changed your picture. This is an absolute picture, beautiful picture of you, dear. So it's very becoming. So it makes you look so happy and everything else. So, okay, I'm so sorry. My phone is kind of all of a sudden ringing. Doesn't that always happen when you get online or you're doing something? So what I will do is I'm going to talk about how to channel for beginners. And also, how do you know you're channeling? How do you know it's not you talking or you thinking? And then we'll do Q&A. So if you have any questions about what I talked about, or if you have anything else that you want to share with us, please do share, okay? So, because, I don't know everything. I just do the research and give you some information, and we go forth that way. So, and if you have a question and I cannot answer and no one else can hear, I'm going to find it. So I'll look, and I can ask other mediums that I know. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right, so this is how to channel for beginners. And I really want to, thank Nikki Sutton, does such a fabulous job. She is on YouTube, and she gives so much good information, and she's been on YouTube for a long time. But, and whenever you listen to her, she has such a calm voice. All right, so how to channel for beginners. And the one thing that she said, the number one thing that you need to do is meditate. And I'm so glad we've already talked about how to meditate and the meditation. And what she's talking about is the type of meditation you need. Oh, thank you, Kate, for sharing. So the type of meditation that you need is more of concentrating, which means you need to quiet your mind, right? And about 20 minutes a day will help you. And it raises your vibration. So if you're a medium, or if you're wanting to really strengthen your skills as a medium and get information and be a channeler, meditation is number one. All right. So the second one is concentrate on the message. So whatever is coming through, you want to get your conscious out, your ego out of the way, right? Oh, Connor, thank you so much. And have your subconscious there, because that's how you can connect with the spirit world. The trance state allows conscious and mind to step aside. So the trance state is you are so relaxed, and you can even be relaxed and talk and everything, but you learn as you go. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Brain waves. So whenever you're doing the meditation, you'll be coming into the alpha state, and it's so much easier to get the messages. So before you try to get messages from the spirit world, you always want to meditate before, okay? And then focus, allowing information to flow. So, a lot of times you start getting the information, and then you second guess yourself. You're going, oh my gosh, is this really coming from the spirit world? Or am I doing this right? that stops the flow. So you've really got to surrender to spirit and have that message flow through you, okay? Because it's not about you, it's about spirit. And so that's what really helps me. Is I'm thinking, my goodness, get that ego out of the way. It's not about me. It's about, our world getting all these messages, which is awesome, from spirit. It's about spirit, okay? Not about you. And then afterwards, thank spirit for the message. It's almost like your best friend. You want to really, thank them for everything that you have been given. All right. Now, whenever you do get some messages, it's almost like, a train thought. It just comes through, and it's so natural, and you don't even have to think that it's your message or you talking or thinking. Okay, so and I just love how spirit works, and the more you practice, the easier it will become. All right, so whenever you meditate and you're channeling, because if you are a medium, you are channeling, right? That is what we do. We are a channeler for the spirit world, and the messages comes through, and then you're able to tell whoever you're reading to all of these messages. So if you're a medium, you are channeling. Now, there's different kinds of channeling that you can do. Now, whenever some people, and this is what I do with my spirit art, is I get into the moment and I channel with spirit. And sometimes, we automatic writing and drawing. A lot of times people, if they get more to a trance state, they can actually let go, close their eyes, and let spirit take over with their physical body. But I'm talking more of when you're fully aware and you're in that relaxed state. Okay, you can open your eyes, but must remain relaxed. Sight is required when you're getting messages from typing, writing, and artwork, and more. So whenever I do, and I'm going to show you more a little bit later, but whenever I do readings with spirits, sometimes I do spirit art. I do a likeness of the person who has passed and then who has crossed over. And then on the other side, I do writing. I write down everything that spirit wants that is being told to me. So it's almost like, channeling with writing. And I'm still fully aware, but I can hear what they're wanting me to write down. And so sometimes I'll just I hear what like a sentence, I'll hear it, and then I'll repeat it immediately so that the person across from the table from me will know that I'm hearing this from spirit. Okay. So, all right. Kate, I'm going to stop right here because I want to see the comments as I go. So Kate says, oh my goodness, the video just started working for me. My app must have messed up. I see you now. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you can see me now. That's always an important thing, I guess. So hopefully, and sometimes our app can mess things up, and Facebook, sometimes you've got to reboot it with Facebook. So, okay. So right here, I want to go on to the next slide. Is whenever how do you know? So sometimes, especially in the beginning, whenever you're working through this channeling and mediumship, how do you know it is channeling and it's not you talking? Well, whenever you get a message from spirit, it tends to pop in with a significant meaning, and it's not from you. And a lot of times, not only can I hear them talking, but I also get a feeling. It's like knowing what is going on, and it's like a message, an urgent message that has to get out. Okay. And then sometimes they'll show me with pictures. So there's different senses and different clairs that I use, but it also has certain clarity. So you know exactly what they're saying. You don't have to question it. Information just flows, okay? Unless you get your ego involved. That's the number one thing that blocks it, is you get yourself involved in it, or it triggers something and you just stop the flow, right? And so a lot of times whenever you're first starting out into mediumship and you're starting to channel, a lot of times it's not really strong. It's almost like, and they call it Chinese torture. You get some information and then you got to wait before Spirit gives you some more information. And that's actually your ego stopping it. And a lot of times in the very beginning, it's a lot of self-work that you have to do to get that ego out of the way, get that conscious out of the way, and let the subconscious work. So that's how that information flows a lot easier, right? All right. Hi, Claire. How are you? So, and then there's a change in your vibration. You just know you're talking to Spirit. I get a lot of, oh my goodness, it's almost like tingles back here and like electricity near my, and it's not real strong electricity. It just kind of feels like pulsating whenever I'm on the right track and the information is correct and I get validated. That's how I know my energy is rising. Okay. It's almost like an electric shock, but it doesn't hurt or anything. Okay. So content has quality and is consistent. So whatever it has meaning to the reader, if you're trying to just do one-on-one with Spirit and you're getting information that way, sometimes you'll get brand new information that you were unaware of. And you'll be going, oh my gosh, that's something I did not know. Or your reader may go, oh my gosh, I never thought about that before. So it's some new information that you were unaware of. And then you will know your thoughts are yours. So as you do this, the more you practice, I know whenever it's my thoughts versus when Spirit comes in. It's just a whole different, I don't know, meaning, energy to it, but you just know, you've got that psychic knowledge that it is not you speaking. I will tell you a case, because I try not to do this when I'm out in public, but I was getting a massage. And my massage therapist, her grandfather came through. And I'm going, oh no, don't, all right now, I don't want to, because a lot of times when you connect, it makes people emotional. And I'm thinking, here I'm getting my massage. But anyway, so afterwards I told her, some information about her grandfather. And I'm thinking, I hope that wasn't just me thinking, but everything I told her was right on. And the things that he told me about him and his life. So that's how you know it's not you, because I wouldn't have known this information, right? And so and she's the one that validated it. So a lot of times you won't know this information, right? So a lot of times, though, you will be the one, again, that will block this information. So you've got to really, work with Spirit, and Spirit knows when you're ready for it, okay? All right, so whenever I do the spiritual art, that's the exact same thing I do just with the writing, is they tell me exactly where they want things, like the hat. They tell me what color to use, and I just hear it in my head. And sometimes I just know. I know exactly what they're wanting. And then whenever I do the message about the picture, it's like I know exactly what I need to write down. And it's almost because you become obsessed. I've got to write it down before, I can finish it, or before I go to bed. So a lot of times you will need to have to get this information down. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Oh my goodness, everybody's coming on. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Hope everybody is doing well. All right. So the one thing I wanted to talk about, because this is completely different than what I just talked about, okay, is trance mediumship. And this is a whole different energy and work. And what trance mediumship is whenever the medium allows Spirit to completely take over their body, physical body, and also their mind. So they'll even change the way that they sit, because this other spirit, other entity is coming through to give a message. And so this is a whole different area. And I know a lot of mediums that would love to learn how to do this. But this is, talk about surrendering. You total surrender. And it's like your subconscious and everything is kind of, you're put to side, where the Spirit comes in and takes total control. And a lot of people are able to do automatic writing this way, automatic art. To me, that would be very, very hard to be able to do this. But again, there are a lot of people that do it. So I put some names down. So if you're more interested in learning about more of trance mediumship, you can do this, okay? And just do some research. So let me know who is out there that is able to channel. Let me know if you do mediumship work, if you feel comfortable channeling. And also, this will be a third question. Let me know if you would be, interested in doing trance mediumship, I look at this and you don't really lose control, is what I'm understanding, that you are in control still, and you can tell the entity or the spirit to say, okay, I want to come back, and they have to, leave. But I just want to know what your thoughts are out there. So let me know, first of all, if you are practicing mediumship, which you are channeling right there. All right. And if you are interested in doing trance mediumship. I'm just interested. And I know Kate, of course, she's a medium, and I know she does a lot of channeling out there. So let me know. Now, if I don't hear from anybody, that will kind of let me know that everybody is just learning. Okay. But there again, channeling is what mediums do, right? Okay, so Shelley, oh, good. Okay, I'm curious about trance mediumship, and I am actually as well. I would love to see, and I've heard that it takes a couple of years to do. I would love to do artwork while spirit comes in, and just to see what comes out, because they say that you may not remember what you said, but it's so fascinating. So Shelley, I am with you. I think it would be something very, very interesting to learn. Yes, I am doing very well, Claire, and my day is going well. Okay, so let's see. Claire, I've started oracle reading and been trying to learn mediumship. And really mediumship will come, especially, because a lot, psychic is the place to start, because a lot of mediums tend to skip the psychic work. But to me, it's so important to do psychic first and then become a medium, right? Because all those skills, you can do both. And there's a lot of skills in both areas. And the number one thing that you need to do is start with meditation and trying to connect with your guide and see if you can start getting any type of messages. And maybe you'll get them through, visions, pictures in your head, and also get a mentor to help you. Whenever I first started out, I didn't know where to go either. And so I found a mentor, Tracy Escobar, kind of helped me get started. And once you get started, you just can take off. And then also Colby Rebel helped me I started a workshop on platform reading, and it was like I just started, and let me tell you, that will get you going. That platform reading, if you're not for sure if you're ready for mediumship, if you get into platform reading, spirit just got me there, and it's like, okay, it's like my feet were being dragged, right? But hey, I did it. It was scary, but if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay. All right. So so you definitely need to find a mentor. And Claire, what I would suggest too is I would go online, and because there's so many mentors out there. And again, there's a mentor for everybody, and you've got to find out who will work with your personality and what your needs are, and also meditate. If you find a name, I would meditate on it, and I would make sure that is the person for you. Okay. And then once you finish with this mentor, find another one, because to me, I think everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and that doesn't mean a bad thing. But I think, everybody teaches differently. And, God gives us different talents for everybody. So I would find somebody that you would feel comfortable with and would get you out of your comfort zone, because there's a lot of them that will, you'll find somebody go, oh, I'm comfortable with them, but yet you won't get out of your comfort zone, right? So that's something that the number one thing is you need to get out of that comfort zone. Find somebody that will tell you the truth and get you out of that comfort zone, and not just, sit back and say, okay, good luck, right? All right. So, okay. So let's say, Kate, I was curious about Tracy's media. Okay. And I know she's starting soon. So Tracy Escobar is the Red Couch Medium, and you can find her on Facebook. So I would definitely text her, because I know she's about to start another round. And yeah, so I would definitely get a hold of her. Okay. And it's very reasonably priced. Okay. And it's self-paced, and as they say, you get out what you put in, is what I would say. But she's very good. She got me started. So got me out of the closet, let's just put it that way, as a medium. But yeah, so red couch medium, and I would definitely. Oh yeah. And Shelly, yeah, Tracy and Colby are both awesome. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so Kate, I'm trying to get up to you. Oh wait. Okay, so I've started meditation, and okay. Let's see. I think. Oh, okay. Kate, this is the one I was looking for. I would be intimidated by trance, and I can understand. I mean, you've got to be able to feel comfortable, because you're not going to surrender unless you feel comfortable. And I think, I would think that trance is not for everybody. And again, that would be having to find a mentor that you feel comfortable with to teach you how to do trance mediumship. I wouldn't just do it on my own. I would definitely find somebody who knows how to do it and can walk you through it. Oh, absolutely. Okay. And Luann would love a reading. Okay, so Luann, just to let you know, on tonight's show, and it's spiritual knowledge, I don't do any readings. Now, Monday night is whenever I do all the readings, okay? And Monday night, Wine and Spirits, and it starts at 7 o'clock. So that's whenever I do the readings online, okay? All right, let's see. Thanks, Michelle. So sorry for late replies. I'm late. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, so sorry for late replies. I'm having to take oh, bless your heart. No worries, Claire. Oh my goodness. I hope you get to feeling better, because I know how that is. Oh my goodness. I've got a daughter that has a lot of skin problems, so definitely. Oh, Kimberly, I love this. The wine and spirit. Yes, 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 yes. And yeah, and so Luann, I'm sorry. A lot of times whenever you go Facebook Live, they think, people do think that we're doing readings, and I can completely understand that, especially if you get on a little bit later. So no worries, no worries. Okay. All right. So is there any other comments or questions about it? I hope that you did learn about channeling. Let me look through my notes. I just want to make sure that I hit everything. I know that now on Tuesdays, I'm beginning to do channeling through my spirit art, where I do a painting, and it's all abstract. It's not like a perfect drawing. Okay, I'll just tell you that. It's only to get a message from spirit, and then I'll do the message. But anyway, so Tuesdays, I'm doing it at 2 o'clock. I'll show you what I came up with, the painting, and then the message that follows it. And it's like the message of the week, okay? Because if you get a message from spirit, you definitely need to share with the world, right? It's not only for you, but it's also to help humanity. And that's why we are light workers. We're trying to help everybody raise their vibrations, and just, have that positive vibration is all I can say. Okay, so let's see. Do you do any teaching? Okay, so what I do, if you go on to my Facebook page, oh my goodness, why am I going blank? I do know my Facebook page. Oh my gosh. So whenever I'm looking and my brain is going, okay, so it's Stepping Stones to Spiritual Guidance is my Facebook page with Michelle Henderson. And then you can also go to my webpage. And what I do is I have spiritual coaching. And that's basically almost the same thing. I do independent teaching with somebody. All right. And I'm independent mentor. So we would have like our first meeting where I would make sure that we're a good fit, and we would see what your goals are. And then we do it monthly, month to month. And then whenever you feel like you've learned everything that you can from me, then we stop it. So you just pay month to month. And then we can also do once a month where I'm helping you along. So it just really depends. So you can go on to my my Facebook page, or you can go to my website and look that up and see if that's something that you would want to do. Okay. And it just depends on where you are in the process. Some people just need, some information in one area, and then they're fine. So it just really depends. That's why I wanted to do it individually instead of a group. Okay. I'm all about individual. All right. So, and Kathy too. Okay. So both of y'all look that up and just see. And then the one thing that I think that you need to do after you especially get coached, or you get some lessons behind you and you're feeling good and you just need to practice, you need to find a developmental circle where you practice with other mediums or other psychics, and you practice on one another, because, it's like a muscle. Your intuitive side is like a muscle. And if you don't use it, then you start losing some of that ability. So, but the more you practice, and that's also helping you with your self-confidence. Because if you don't get out there, then you start losing that, and you get those barriers and you don't continue. And I know I practiced with Lisa Williams. She has a developmental circle, and also Kobe Rebel also has a developmental circle where you practice. So it just depends on where you are in your area. But if you first need to have a mentor, I would start there first and then get to where you're practicing. All right. Now, whenever I do the coaching, individual coaching, I actually had a student that just finished, and she needed to practice, okay, towards the end. So what I did is I went on my Facebook page and I said, who wants a free reading? And so everybody's going, me, me, me. So she chose who she was going to read, and I was there in case she needed the help. And then she did a beautiful job, and then she went on a developmental circle to practice more. So again, it just depends on where you're being led. Okay. All right. All right, Michelle, you may, thank you. Oh, well, thank you so much. And I appreciate you coming, because, this information, again, I feel is spirit led, and I'm glad that you are here, and I'm glad that it is helping you, because that is what is important, right? All right. So girls and gentlemen, I don't want to leave anybody out. I appreciate you so much, and I hope this helped. And if you came in the middle, just wait till this gets uploaded, and then you can rewatch it. And if you need to get more information, go to Nikki Sutton's page on YouTube, and she's got a lot of information out there. But I wish you luck. And if you need more information about mentoring as some more teachers, just let me know, and I can give you some more names. And I know there's a lot of us that, have gone through a lot of mentorship, but it really helps because you find people that are like you. You're not alone. And that's what I really felt is I went, oh my gosh, I found my own peeps now. And it just, you feel like you're supported. And spirit will bring you the people that you need. You just need to ask, right? During meditation, just ask spirit, I need people to help me grow spiritually. And man, people will come to you. All right. All right, guys. So blessings to you. And I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. Or I guess I know it's Wednesday, but but anyway, have a good rest of the week. All right. I will see you.